thing before we get to the voicemails. This is alarming. NHL goaltending has not been this bad since 1995. I was not even born when the goaltending was this bad. The average save percentage collectively in the league among starters, .895 this season.
I don't think the NHL is disappointed about that. I think they're happy that scoring is up. I think they're happy that there's more clips going up online of some pretty nasty goals. And I mentioned this a couple years ago when we were doing the show. Players find a way. They just figured out. I think the systems are better. I think that the coaching has figured it out. I think there's a lot of data-driven evidence as far as where shooters should be shooting from, where they're setting up from. I don't know. I haven't looked at the power play statistics to see if that has anything to do with it. I mean, it might, but they always find a way. I mean, all that talk about, well, we'll make the nets bigger, we'll do this and that. No. The game figures out a way. And you know what? We will. It's a roller coaster. It might last a year or two, and then the goalies will figure out with metrics and whatnot how to get in those spots, and then they just keep figuring each other out. Man, it's a forever chess game, and I'm happy scoring is up, and I think the Vezina is going to be highly contested this year.
Well, we have a great interview with a former Vezina winner, Hart Trophy winner Jose Theodore, my childhood idol, coming up in 2 weeks. But I think it's interesting, the trends. You go back to 95 where the league probably had 5 to 6 guys who were really dominant starters and everybody else was kind of like down here. And then you get to like the mid-2000s, early 2010s, you have 10 guys that are up here and then 10 guys down here and then 10 guys at the bottom. And how many guys in the 2010 through 2015s were throwing up 940, 930, 920? That was the golden standard. To now, everybody's kind of on the same playing field. Like with the exception of Hellebuck last season, everybody was hovering 915 to 900 roughly. The average save percentage last year, I think, finished like a 903, 904 collectively. But the fact that it's down to a 895 right now that's not NHL standard goaltending in the past 20 years. But at the same time, to play devil's avocado to myself, the goaltending has never been better. Guys had never been better skaters, had never been more skilled. So I don't know where goaltending goes from here to get better when it's already as good as it's ever been. The game has just become so fast and guys are so skilled. You have any thoughts?
Well, I mean, we're a quarter away into the season. That's always the time where you start going, okay, you can start making a few predictions here and there. I don't think it'll take long for the goaltenders to figure it out, as, again, the game is very stats-driven now, and I think they're going to adjust as they see fit. But I don't know, man. I like seeing scoring up. It's good for the game. It's good for marketing. I'm curious to know if this is happening in the American League as well and, throughout other leagues, if it's just a straight across the board thing or if it's only in the NHL. I'm curious to know if, after we're almost a quarter of the way through the season now, and it happened rather quickly, but any surprises to you in the league this year?
How bad the Rangers and Leafs have been?
Yeah.
Collectively?
Yeah.
Oilers have been. I'm amazed the Oilers stuck with Skinner.
Oilers started slow last year too, though.
Well, not even that. The fact that they stuck with Skinner again.
I know.
Again.
I know.
We've been hard. I mean, to be honest, I think you've been the president of the I Hate Stuart Skinner fan club.
Well, I don't use the word hate for the record. I think he's a lovely man. I just don't think he's the right fit there. I think they had better options, and they had better options in the offseason. They had better options at the trade deadline last year. They had better options again.
Can't believe they didn't pick up Gibson.
I don't get it, man. They had lots of options.
He has struggled in Detroit so far. But Cam Talbot is another guy who shocked me with how good he's been. He's been fantastic. Matt's been pretty good in Seattle as well.
Motambo has been good in Montreal.
Yeah.
Has been
Mochambeau, as you call
the Mountain Bow. He's been great. Montreal has been a nice surprise. I think we saw that potential last year where they really started coming up and they played well in the playoffs last year and got bounced in the first round. But I think we all saw the potential.
What a great city too.
Yeah,
beautiful city.
You mentioned Detroit. I think they're on the up and up as well. I think Steve Yzerman's doing a great job of building a franchise over there. You watch them in the next couple of years; they're going to be contenders again. Vegas is just blowing my mind how good they are consistently year after year. Jets, I think, have a chance at the President's Trophy again. The Penguins, man, for a team that didn't look like they were going to be rebuilding, have very quickly bounced back again. We're only a quarter in, but they've been surprising as well. San Jose as well. Celebrini is looking fantastic. He has aged well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the league is exciting this year, man. I'm really excited for it.
The video the other night of Bedard getting out there, hung cheese, doesn't even know his own first name, scores 3 goals the next night.
Yeah, first hat trick of his career, looks great. I think he had a bit of a sophomore slump, but I think the Blackhawks, they're in a tough division. Central Division is going to be really tough again this year, but I think he's coming into his own.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?